Remember, I'm not part of Rockefeller. I was a diplomat wholeheartedly. I wasn't signed to them with nothing. I signed to Koch independently, my own. That was just me.
Right.
I was my own entity, even though I was a quote unquote so-called diplomat CEO, but I didn't have any paperwork. And at that point, I wasn't, it just, you would think certain people would take care of you better as a partner than the way you got treated.
Yeah. How much does that hurt you still to this day?
I don't care about it. If I was down, maybe I might be swinging in the air like when Ricky died, like that, you heard? Decisions, it was either go to the street or play your position. Yeah, nigga, you a boss and you help put everything together. This whole started in my grandmother's house. Mase, Cam, bloodshed, all of that shit started out my grandmother's house. Everybody got signed living with me in my grandmother's house, with me, not with them. They was all living with me. This where the whole nucleus and everything started, from right then and there. Like that. And moving forward and that, I had a decision to make over childish things that I seen people be doing childish things.
I was able to be like a teen.
I watched Mase Cam and everybody around him.
Wow.
A bitch, like all the time. You heard? Like I was there the whole time, but I was Cam's man. You heard? Cam and Mase were so-called best friends, grew up together, and R.I.P. Huddy. Like I was there for everything. That's one thing that people can't never say, is that I wasn't there for every single thing.
What was your problem with Mase? Like, how did that all happen? Because that was Cam, man, like you said.
Cam enemies were my enemies. Okay. Anybody Cam didn't like, I didn't like. And I already see how he was handling Cam, so I definitely didn't like him. You dig? And then I seen how much love Cam had for him and how Cam was jumping out the window for him, which a friend should. And that, like, being overprotective, making sure nothing happened. Like, he was trying his best to make sure that Mase stayed as safe as possible. But Mase had got that money and lost his motherfucker. As he's supposed to, man. He grew up in a kid that doesn't have what most of us had. He was probably more or less fortunate than most of us. Didn't have the sneakers, didn't have all that else. So him having the first bit of success out of all of us and really getting to a bag, he just went crazy like most people do. Shit, I had my times where I went crazy with that bag, just be too much. But kudos to them, man. They got a dope show. Who am I to hate on what they got going on, man? I hope they make $1 trillion.
What's the crazy you seen Mase do to Cam that was just like, yo, I can't believe these niggas could even get back cool after some
I won't say nothing crazy, but I say some fun that I seen happen. I seen Mase fire his brother, kick him out the limo in the middle of the highway and shit. You heard? We seen them until it is what it is, you heard?
Even a Cam right now, he just did the interview with 50.
For the younger audience, we had like a rap battle thing at one time. And 50, what you did, so we was having interior problems at Dipset. Nobody knew about this. Nobody knew that we was like not on the same page.
Right.
So when me and you were battling during our music thing, you got members of Dipset to come to your show.
Them niggas ain't got nothing else to think about but Capo. I did a lot for them niggas in their life. You heard? Both of them. Pause, though. Get off my There's only space on there for baby girl, man. Come on, man. Tugging on my like that.
Yo, you never clear and we never hear your side of the story. Cam was like, I thought we could pull it together. Next thing I know, I see Jim performing with
That nigga ain't think nothing. He could pull nothing together. He couldn't do nothing with me. He couldn't tell me nothing, nigga.
I still gotta know, like, how did that work? You performing, like,
they called me like, yo, you want to come out and perform at the show? Yeah, I got the hottest record. I'm popping out. And I wish nigga would look at me sideways, think they gonna do anything funny. I'm with all of that.
Like, this is like, nigga, it's an opportunity. I gotta go.
Yeah, I wasn't going there to do nothing genuine at all. Them niggas couldn't even dress. But he had a platform for me to perform on in front of thousands of people in New York. Yeah, I'm taking that. I'm popping out. Fashion is all about who you are. Like, it's not everybody be fitting in. The object is to stand out.
When you and Dipset, is it like y'all all three coming together to do this? Like one person as the leader is like, nah, well, this what we wearing. Was
I created the aesthetic
okay
for the Diplomats. You heard? Dan and Cam's pink. You heard? He'll tell you.
Nah.
All right. Sooner or later, he gonna have to tell it. Where he got the pink from.
Somebody bring me a shot.
If I'm lying, I'm flying.
Bring me a shot, please.
You can ask Damon, you can ask Cam, because those were the two people that were snapping on me when I came.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in. It's 2025. It's officially 7 days in. But when it comes to the online controversy, it seems like that's just starting to begin. And it's no different as you see these interview clips right here from Jim Jones as he made an appearance on Justin LeBoy podcast. And I had a link in the description where y'all can watch that in full. And they did discuss a lot more. Jim Jones got a new record and things he is pushing right now. Most definitely a dope song with the Harlem Love harmonizing on it as well and things like that. But of course, what got clipped up, reposted, reshared to Instagram and Twitter is the names that got mentioned was Cameron, Mase, of course, also 50 Cent, and also Dame Dash. Now, when it came to Dame Dash, he said he don't rock with Dame, he don't deal with him, said they had some business endeavors that Dame did not hold up his end of the bargain, and Dame messed him up by some money, so he ain't rocking with him no more. Did say that Dame had some hard times in the game and things didn't work out for him as well, but he said he just can't rock with Dame. Now, the main thing that's going to be talked about is that latest appearance that 50 Cent made a show with Cameron. And when he asked that question, and man, that nigga was asking them questions, wasn't he? Just like, you know this is not going to end well. Where he talked about they reference when 50 Cent brought out Dipset members, as in Jewels and Jim Jones. I don't know who else was there in the midst of they little back and forth. What had happened was he called into the radio station, Cameron, because 50 Cent was up there going in. It was like Styles P, and it was other. He started talking some stuff about Koch Records, and they was on Koch at the time. That's when Jim Jones had Ballin' in rotation, and Cameron called up, turning up, called him Curtis, saying this and that.
Who is it?
Cameron and Alan Run Black from Koch Records.
Cameron, let's talk.
What's your relationship with Cam? Do you
We
have
don't have
one?
problems. We good.
No problems.
Yeah, I ain't had no issues with him. Ready to turn it into something else. Check this out.
What is you talking about? Then you let Prodigy come over here.
Yeah, I let him do a deal over there. Because he asked to do the deal over there, and I said, you know what? You can go if you want to do that.
How much Mobb Deep sold this year?
All right, y'all gotta.
Curtis. Yo, Curtis, how much did Mobb Deep sell this year?
You're not going to be, you can ready to cause a whole different situation. Watch this.
Curtis, how much
Let's not make it a different situation.
He thinks that it's good. He thinks that it's good to go in the competition. I'm not going to stop competing.
How much did the Mob sell, Curtis?
Let me tell you something. The difference between Dipset and the average artist that signs to
Whoa, all right, we gotta shut him off.
How much the Mob and how much Lloyd Banks sold?
Monse.
Jim Jones said, man, he was doing that on his own behalf. That wasn't really something that I wanted. He wasn't really finna press no buttons outside on it or nothing like that. So I'm like, wow, to hear him say that today, it's like, here we go again. Then he said, hey, nigga, I pulled up on stage with them for the business opportunity and they looked it away. Now, he said they got his name in their mouth and still. Then he said, nigga, I was around for everything, nigga, and I could say a lot more. And I'm like, man, you're kind of saying a lot now. When he said, hey, Mase used to dog Cam out, do him super dirty. And we done seen the Cameron and Mase beef go down. Then they got back cool and everything like that. They doing the show. I remember Mase had said on the Wallow and Gilly podcast that Cam used to look out for him and give him clothes and shoes, if I ain't mistaken. And I remember that was like a big thing for them to like get back cool and stuff when they was kids and things, when they just recently reconciled to start the show off. But Jim Jones like, nah, nigga, I'm standing on what I'm standing on with y'all. He did say I want the show to do good, but he continued to just say, nah, nigga, them niggas this, them niggas that. Ain't nobody finna play with me. If these niggas play with me, nigga, I know everything. I done been around for everything and things of that nature. And I'm like, man, here we go once again, bro. Because you can expect Cameron and Mase to be responding on Monday. He didn't really diss G-Unit. He did say them niggas couldn't dress and stuff. You know, Cam and Mase and Harlem, they feel like, and Jim Jones feel like, nigga, they the fashion gods. He directly said G-Unit couldn't dress, nigga. I didn't want to be around. I was like, man, here we go. That might turn into something in itself, but we'll have to see what happened. I was a nigga that came up on Dipset when them niggas hit the scene. Most definitely, nigga, I wanted the Harlem Globetrotter jersey. Nigga wanted them Philadelphia 76ers NBA shooting jerseys that them niggas had, the throwbacks. Nigga was most definitely like, let me throw the do-rag on and leave it untied with the hat on top of it. All the mixtapes, all the albums. Nigga, I even went to the Dipset reunion show out here probably like 6 years ago. Nobody else performed but Jim Jones because the club promoters didn't get Jewels and camera money. But still, we was in the building, me and the guys. I'm just like, man, seeing this way it turned into when you know you done jammed them through the eras of them first hitting the scene, they solo projects. I done saved money to buy these niggas albums, the diplomatic communities, even watch Killer Season 3-4 times a day, nigga, all that. So seeing this way it's at now, it's going to be turned up, and you can expect Cameron and Mase to put Jim Jones as somebody they're going to talk about Monday more than likely, because they already was finna go in at Elliott Wilson, but this right here, a lot more was said, so they going to be, talking about contract issues, said he was never signed to Dipset, said we was partners. I gave him the swag for the pink. He got that from me. I'm like, man, controversy, chaos, conflict, confusion, confrontation, being a part of the conversation 2025. And we out here with it all the way live. The cold front then came in, the drama then came in, and where do we begin, man? Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming for Shit Show. Stay on your pivot. Hopefully they can work it out and just get on the phone. He get his off, they get theirs off, and everything be cool. We shall see though, man. I don't know, dog. For Shit Show.